Time now for the Morning Rush.
We're going to start things with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. We'll start with the next big weather maker. Now, this is just a computer model. It's not showing anything for today, but I disagree. I think we're going to have a handful of storms trying to get going this afternoon across the eastern side of the state. Maybe one or two of these spot storms across the Rio Grande Valley. Coverage not nearly as impressive as yesterday. Tomorrow, our rain chances not great, but the winds do start to pick up Tuesday and Wednesday, with the temperatures holding near to above average. Adam?
As you wake up today, more than a half dozen people are behind bars in St. Louis, and protests are expected to continue there for a third day. This comes after a judge cleared ex-officer Jason Stockley in the 2011 shooting death of 24-year-old Anthony Lamar Smith. More than 1,000 protesters marched downtown for about 3 hours yesterday afternoon and early evening. Officials say a few dozen became unruly, breaking windows and damaging property.
We have at least 2 people.
2 people have been hit?
Yeah.
And this morning we're hearing the frantic 911 calls after the mass shooting inside a Clovis library last month. Today, that public library is set to open its doors. 2 workers were killed, 4 others injured that day. 16-year-old Nathaniel Jewett is facing charges this morning. He will be tried as an adult. To listen to more of the 911 calls, head on over to our website, KRQE.com. Click on the Always On tab.
2 suspects are in custody this morning in Britain following the London subway blast. This as commuters on London's underground train are beginning their work week with heavy security. 30 people were injured when an improvised device exploded on the train as it arrived during Friday's morning rush. Authorities have reduced the terror threat now from critical to severe.
Eddy County Sheriff's Department is looking for a copper stealing suspect after wire has gone missing from Occidental Petroleum 4 times since this summer. Witnesses say they saw a Chevy pickup in the area with a small crane on the back and 2 men wearing baseball caps inside. Anyone with information has to call Eddy County Crime Stoppers. We can find the number on our website, KRQE.com.
The U.S. is trying to figure out what its next move will be in Cuba now. U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson says the U.S. is considering closing its embassy in Havana. This as doctors, scientists, and intelligence analysts can't seem to find any answers as to what's harming U.S. diplomats. Some are complaining of permanent hearing loss or concussions. Others have suffered nausea, headaches, even ear ringing.
Special day for the U.S. Air Force. Happy 70th birthday. Kirtland Air Force Base will likely be celebrating. Aeronautics have been a long-time function of the military, but on September 18, 1947, the National Security Act was signed by President Truman. This resulted in the Air Force becoming its own branch of the armed forces. Again, congrats, guys.
Big day.
Yeah, happy birthday. All right, Metro Threat Index only at a 2 for today. We just have an isolated storm chance here in the metro. We're talking 1 or 2 storms, and that's it. I do expect warm temperatures again today. Expect the Metro Threat Index to climb a little bit more tomorrow as the threat turns less away from the storms and becomes more of a wind concern through midweek. Sarah?
This morning, registration is still open for UNM's mobile app contest. It's designed to engage, inspire, and give students the opportunity to use the skills they've learned in class to produce an app that can help fellow students and the community. Mentors, labs, and workshops will guide students through the process. For the first time this year, mentors will also be helping students with their presentation. The last day to register for the mobile app contest is October 13th. Crystal?
News new at 6. More fallout from that massive data breach at Equifax. The credit agency says the company's chief information officer and chief security officer are retiring and would immediately leave the company. Equifax has come under scrutiny for how it handled that breach that allowed hackers to gain access to personal information of an estimated 143 million Americans.
New facts this morning. First ever recommendations from the American Academy of Pediatrics for teenagers getting tattoos and piercings. Among them, the teens should make sure the salon that they go to is sterile, clean, and reputable. They should also ask for information about how to care for their tattoo or piercing. And experts say they should understand that tattoos and piercings might hurt their chances of getting a job.
Time now for a check on your Monday morning commute. Not seeing anything major out there. There's a little bit of slow go. It looks like Paseo eastbound from about Jefferson towards I-25. Also Coors southbound coming out of Corrales and I-40 eastbound right at about 4th Street. You're down to about 35, 40 miles per hour, but everything else looks good.
Okay, we see marriage proposals on the beach, maybe in the mountains, even sporting events. Take a look at this, though. Colossal proposal at the world's largest mailbox. The unsuspecting and lucky lady was surprised by her boyfriend, Tim. If you see it, it's right there at the top. He played it off that the town was unveiling another big thing. With a little help from the town and friends, a large envelope banner was dropped from the mailbox with the proposal intact.
Wow.
How crazy
Big
is
special
that?
delivery right
Well,
there.
why would they even have a large mailbox anyway? But I guess this is a good reason.
Why not, right? A lot of New Mexicans will likely be talking about this NFL game today. The Denver Broncos have the edge over the Dallas Cowboys this morning after winning 42-17 at Mile High.
Okay, who put the story in?
Me.
I don't know, but I'm not unhappy. Denver quarterback Trevor Siemian threw for 4 touchdowns in the victory. The Broncos are now 2-0. The Cowboys fall to 1-1.
Okay, seriously, who put the story in?
Can we redo it? Just keep
Oh,
reading
you
it.
guys are breaking my heart.
Victory Monday. Tastes so
It's
good.
a big deal.
Time for the 5 facts.
Start number 5 this morning. An Albuquerque man's hoping to inspire others to do their part in being environmentally friendly by using a solar lawnmower. About 10 years ago, Bob Baylor was not happy with what was on the market for lawnmowers, so he built his own. He got a hold of a broken down machine, bought some solar panels, and made a mower that runs entirely on the sun's rays.
Pretty cool. Number 4 now. New this morning, changes could soon be coming to 2 of New Mexico's national monuments, according to a leaked memo from Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke. According to the Wall Street Journal, Zinke is recommending that 6 of the 27 national monuments under review be reduced in size, with changes to several others proposed. That does include the Oregon Mountains, Desert Peaks, and Rio Grande del Norte national monuments. We'll let you know when this is confirmed.
At number 3, warm temperatures across the state. Spotty storms across central and eastern New Mexico are possible. Drier conditions with more wind tomorrow.
At number 2 this morning, President Trump arrives at the United Nations today for the opening of the General Assembly. North Korea is expected to be the biggest issue on the table. Trump administration officials, including UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, spoke out over the weekend, warning the U.S. patience is running thin. The White House says among the meetings the president has this week, one with the South Korean president, which will focus on how to maximize economic and diplomatic pressure on North Korea.
On to number 1 now. The state, along with everyone here at KRQE, we're remembering our beloved pilot reporter Bob Martin. The NTSB is investigating what caused the Sky News crash that took his life on Saturday in a remote area just northeast of Carrizozo. New Mexico lost a man with a whole lot of passion for flying, for science, and the history of our state. Bob dedicated 40 years to news, majority of that time to New Mexico news, like the aftermath of flooding, the many wildfires that he monitored and reported from above, and his many other stories that highlight New Mexico like you may have never seen before. There's also Our Eyes in the Sky over Balloon Fiesta. Bob leaves behind a father, 3 brothers, and a wife of 7 years, and our heart goes out to her this morning.